from MetLife Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Garrett Bowles, second-team All-Pro last year. Guilty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw.
Going right back to Fant.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton from 19 yards.
What the hell was that? Lucky me.
On the board here first in the season opener.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding.
Dude, that's gonna be like the only touchdown I'm gonna get, so it's not too bad. Come on.
How to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for
Got lucky.
touchback.
Let's see what Madden does for you now.
Throwing now, Newman on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And they go play action now. Newman. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
And this defense looking
when
like
I'm
they
up,
have come
I
to play
start
the
to
pick
fuck up
six, and
like
just
really
that,
bad.
13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training
Let's see
camp
what I
visit.
can
What do we
do.
hear during these drills? Pass. Ball.
Fuck.
Ball's in the
See?
air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing
there you go.
be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's Newman.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. Now Newman. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Newman. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Newman. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Newman.
Oh.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Newman. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
2nd and 7. And to throw again here, Newman.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Justin Simmons.
I'm sorry.
The Broncos are going to get possession of the football.
I'm getting so lucky, man. I'm sorry.
First quarter of play. We are in
Don't
for a
hate
good
me.
one as we're through one on EA Sports.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
No.
2nd and 11. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
I think it's because I'm taking forever, maybe.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Just trying to dial the right play.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newman looking to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Here's Newman.
Oh, the fuck. He crossed me.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On the counter, here's Williams.
Ah,
And he'll maneuver his way forward.
I
for
fucked
about
that run.
2nd and 6.
He could go all the way.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2nd and 6. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Giants 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return.
Oh.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
Under pressure, they got him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
No. What the fuck? Come on.
Giants.
What the hell was that? What are you talking about? Come on.
And the Giants get a late score here in the
I
final
guessed the
minute of
play.
first half.
I sent the cover. The guy was on
He
him.
put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That
What
part was easy.
the
You can see
hell?
that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gano the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
And on the last play, you did no huddle, so I got the same play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, but I kept the same play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to have...
I don't get a challenge? No.
just past the 25.
No, he was him, for sure. That was a crazy interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference.
No, what the hell, man? Come on.
You're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That was 3 points right there.
As we'll get you
Do you
down
agree?
the coast
Do you
to
agree?
Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, Newman. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Newman.
On the move to his left. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, had his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will shrink to 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change.
No. Now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way down to the 12.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And Leonard Williams really lived up to his nickname, the Big Cat, in 2020 with a career-high 11.5 sacks for the New York Giants. Remember, he spent his first 4.5 seasons in the NFL with the crosstown New York Jets. Now he's getting it done, still in the Gotham City area.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Jackson now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throw him deep for Galladay. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Newman. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos on
you're cutting yourself, your headset, it's not.
Be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here.
Your headset, it's not working, I think. I got some noise.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Are you serious?
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
This is the game.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
No.
And he's brought down.
How the hell? I had a blocking tight end. I had everyone to the left.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th.
That's bullshit.
And the Giants are going to take over.
That's
in
bullshit.
Great field position. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Newman to throw.
Your mic.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
From the gun, it's Newman. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Stupid flag. Fuck you! No, come on! What?
That'll be well short of what he needed. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here.
Nothing else matters in this game anymore. It's crap. My best game and fucking flag at the end of the game. What the hell? That's stupid.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
Might have a chance to tie it. Might have a chance.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed.
But I mean, I couldn't get a freaking 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Momentum's again. It's going to be tough, but I'll give it a shot.
Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play,
fucking boost review
coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. We'll be tied here in the final minute.
One big call left.
I don't have a call for this, man.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
No,
now the
this is not
Broncos
going to work.
Use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
No.
And he's gonna be sacked.
I wanted to give it to the running back.
And this remains a
I fucked it up.
game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Good game, man. Good game.
Return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there. The 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And there to make the tackle, Pat Surtain, the rookie first-round pick.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Mm.